Hello guys. Ayun. So, um, I was thinking of discussing or coaching and having like uh, what's this? Questions, rationalize here, but uh, it suddenly came into my mind that it would be better for me if I will have what's this? I will have to discuss basics first of mathematics, basic mathematics para mas madali pag nag-live ako ulit when I do another coaching. So, ganito yung gagawin natin. I'll be going to discuss everything muna sa basic mathematics. And then after I discuss everything about basic mathematics, that's the time I'll be going to rationalize questions, like real questions coming out in the test. Okay? So, ayun siya. Wait lang, inom lang ng tubig. Sorry. Ayun, sorry. Let's start with the basic first. Operations muna tayo. Operations of signed numbers. Basic muna tayo, pinaka-basic. Operations of signed numbers. I'll be discussing first about multiplication. In multiplying signed numbers, unlike sign, negative, and like signs, positive. Like shall say negative times negative, that becomes positive, and also positive times positive, that becomes positive. And then if it's negative times positive and positive times negative, that is always equal to negatives. Okay? That's it. When you're going to multiply them. The same applies with division. Okay? Sa division, the same. Like signs, positive, and then unlike signs, negative. Okay? So, ganun siya. Why I discuss first the multiplication and division? Kasi ito yung pinakamadali sa lahat ng operations ng signed numbers. Okay? So, let's go to addition. Paano naman addition? Okay? So, addition of signed numbers, positive plus positive, that is always equal to positive. Okay? And then, negative plus negative, always to negative. Okay? So, ganun yung sign. Add nyo lang, tapos yung sign positive pag positive lahat. Pag negative lahat, add nyo lang sila and then, add nyo lang yan and then copy the sign na negative. Okay? Now, what if different signs? Plus, and then, okay, so this one. Pag nakakita kayo ng ganito, okay? Pag nakakita kayo ng dalawa ganito na negative plus positive or positive plus negative, ang gagawin nyo dyan, subtract nyo sila. Bigger number minus the smaller number, okay? And then, subtract siya. Subtract nyo. And then, copy the sign of the bigger number without considering the signs, okay? Of the bigger number. Okay, shall we say? Okay? Now, shall we say? Kasi ito, pag positive, positive, positive plus positive, that's positive. And then negative plus negative, that becomes negative. And then negative plus negative, negative plus positive, and positive plus negative, that will always give you the subtract first, and then copy the sign of the bigger number. So ito lang yung gagawin ko ng example. Shall we say negative 17, okay? Plus positive 4. Subtract nyo lang, 17 minus 4, that is 13, okay? So 13. And it says here, copy the sign of the bigger number. Which is bigger without considering the sign? It's 17, right? So, 17, ang sign niya is negative, so kopyahin nyo lang yan. That's it. That's the answer, okay? What if this one is positive and this one is negative? Okay, so again, subtract nyo. 17 minus 4, that is 13. And what's the sign of the bigger number? 17 is bigger than 4. So, the sign of the bigger number is positive, that's positive. Ganun lang siya kadali, okay, sa addition. Now, okay, so we're done with multiplication, division, and addition. Now, let's go to subtraction. Okay, subtraction of signed numbers. Okay, positive minus, positive minus positive, And then, negative minus positive. Oh, wait. Okay. So, ganito siya. Positive and negative, ang magiging ano nito is, wait, ayusin ko to. Ipat natin sa baba, positive minus positive. Okay. So, ito siya, okay? Ito siya, add nyo lang yung dalawang numbers and then copy the sign negative, okay? Add, and then negative. Lagi, yung sign is negative. Example, negative 4 minus 3. Okay? So, add nyo lang siya. 4 plus 3, that is 7. And then, the sign is always minus. Okay? Ganun lang siya. Now, add and minus. How about this one? Okay? Add nyo lang din. And then, yung sagot niya, magiging positive. Okay? Example, 4, positive 4. Okay? Minus negative 3. Why this one? Why positive kasi? Pag multiply natin, understood may 1 siya dyan. Multiplying this 2, negative times negative, that becomes positive. So this one is positive 4 plus 3. Okay? So that is 7. So, and positive. Now, as I said, add nyo lang siya. Okay? Add nyo lang siya. And then sign is positive. So, 4 plus 3, that is 7. And then, I said positive, so that's positive. So, pareho lang yung sagot pag ganunin nyo siya. Okay? So, ito yung rule, pinakamadali siya kasi our aim here, my aim here, why I discuss this way, it's because I wanted you to have this strategy to save time in solving this kind of problem. Especially sa solving this kind of problem involving sign numbers. Especially sa civil service kasi wala po tayong calculator sa civil service. So, you have to come up with strategies in solving word problems or each mathematical problems para it will be easy for you, and then you will have to save time in answering the questions in mathematics part. Okay? So, ito siya na naman. Okay? Ito na sa same as process nito. Sorry. Add nyo lang. Subtract. Same sa process kanina sa addition. Subtract nyo siya. And then, copy the sign of the number. Okay? Copy the sign of the bigger number. Same kanina. Ito yung strategy na ginagawa ko lagi pag nagtuturo ako. Like, shall I say, negative, negative. Negative 4 minus negative 3. Okay? Subtract nyo lang 4 minus 3. That is 1. Anong sanabi ko? Copy the sign of the bigger number. I'm sorry. Sorry. Bigger number, okay. 4 minus 3, I'm sorry. 4 minus 3, that's 1. And then copy the sign of the bigger number, which is 4. Bakit si 3? Teacher Sepi, ano yung, bakit negative si 3 at minus negative, nagiging ano siya? Anong nangyari doon? Okay, so multiplying this one again. Negative times negative, that becomes positive. So this one becomes negative 4 plus 3. So different signs kanina sa addition, sabi ko kanina. Minus nyo lang, 4 minus 3, that is 1, and then copy the sign of the bigger number. 4 is bigger, so that's the sign is negative, so that's negative. Okay, ganun lang siya. So, ayun yung example dyan. Now, how about the other one? Okay, like 17 minus 16, or shall we say 12. Okay, so positive, lahat positive siya. Okay, so minus nyo lang siya. Okay, 17 minus 12, that is 5. Copy the sign of the bigger number. Ito siya magiging negative siya. Okay? Because negative times positive sa multiplication ulit natin becomes negative. So this one becomes 17 positive minus 12. So ganun siya. So the answer is 5. What's the sign of the bigger number? Positive. So positive siya. This one is also positive. Okay? So as I told you, pag ganito na yung ano niya, pag ganitong dalawa, subtract nyo lang ang copy the sign of the bigger number. Hanapin nyo yung saan yung mas malaki na number. Yun yung sign niya. Okay? So ito yung summary ng signed numbers, operation ng signed numbers. I hope you get it. Now, punta tayo sa may Sa factoring naman, meron tayo dun sa factoring. Okay? First thing, like A times B plus C. Okay? This one is a distributive property. So, anong gagawin natin dyan? Multiply nyo lang siya, distribute nyo lang. Okay? So, A times B, that is AB, plus A times C, that is AC. Okay? Sometimes, sa question, what is the factored form of this thing? Okay? So, let's say, 21x squared minus 7x. Okay? So, ano yung common? It's something like you are going to get the common you're given with this and then you're gonna get the factored form. Okay? So, anong gagawin natin dyan? As you can see here, kung i-work out natin siya pabalik, so this is AB plus AC. So, ano yung common between AB and AC? So, ang common nila is A. Okay? A ang common, so that's why you put it out. And then copy B and C. Pero may multiplication, may multiplication sign siya, okay? Or the parentheses. Okay? So, yung common, take it out, put it out, and then copy na lang yung na. Okay? So, anong common dito? Sa 21x at x squared at 7x. So, sa numbers, ang common natin is 7. Okay? Sa variables, x squared and x, ang common natin is x. Okay? May common sila. Now, ano yung matitira? Kasi ang common sa 21, divide nyo lang. 21 divided by 7, that is 3. And then, x squared divided by x, ang matitira dyan is x lang. Okay? Kasi, it's x squared is equal to x times x over divided by x. Cancel mo lang sa matitira dyan is x. That's why it's 3x. There. Okay, there you go. Next, copy nyo lang yung sign. And then 7x, 7 divided by 7, that's 1. X divided by x, that's still 1. Okay, so ganito yung factored form niya. Okay, that's how we do this stuff. Now, shall we say 12x minus 4. Okay? So, ano yung common? May common, wala tayong common sa variable kasi both of them don't have any variable. 12 and 4, there is common. What's common? It's 4. Okay? So, 12 divided by 4, that is 3. And then, just copy x because wala silang common. And then, 4 divided by 4 is 1. Okay? Copy the sign lang. That's it. Okay? That's how we do it. Now, mayroon pa tayong two squares. This is, what's that? Factoring. Special products and factoring. Okay. X squared minus y squared. Mayroon tayong ganito. X squared minus y squared. Now, how do we factor this one? This expression, difference of two squares. Okay? So, ang gagawin nyo lang dyan, gawa kayo ng dalawang parentheses. Copy nyo lang yung xy, and then xy. Now, ang sign dyan, mauna si positive and sunod si negative. One is positive, I'm sorry, this is the proper. One is positive, the other one is negative. Pwede din siyang magiging x minus y and x plus y. Okay lang yan kasi multiplication, we can interchange the factors. Okay? So this is how we factor this one. Example. Like shall I say x squared minus 16. So we know that 16 is squared, right? Because 4 times 4 is 16. So we have x squared minus 4 squared. This is in this case. Now, this is already in this form. So, factor it out. Copy lang. X plus 4. Okay? Yung 1 is positive and then x 4. 1 is negative. Ganun lang siya. Okay? Another variant. Like 25x squared minus 64. Okay? So, paano siya? We know that 25 is equal to 5 squared. So this one is 5 squared, x squared minus 8 squared. Because 64 is 8 squared or 8 times 8. Okay? Next. Kasi both square na siya, we can say that 5x squared. Rule or laws of exponents, which I'm going to discuss later. 2 times 1, which is then 2 times 1 again with the x, that's x squared. So we can just factor it out. I mean the exponent, the same exponent, 2. You can just factor it out or place it out. And then 8 squared. So this is now in this form. So we can say that 5x, kunin nyo lang yung isa kasi kinuha ko lang yung isa, xy. 5x is the x and then 8 is the y. Okay? So plus 8, ganun lang siya. And then 5x minus 8. Okay? That's how we do, that's how we factor the difference of two squares. Okay. Next one. Punta tayo sa susunod. Perfect square trinomial. Okay? So, shall we say x squared, wait, x minus y squared plus y squared is equal to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Do it. First thing, bakit ganito? This is a special product na pag binigyan ka na ganitong number or ganitong expression and then you are asked to factor it out, you can just do it immediately this way. Okay? But there are variants or sample expressions na ganito yung ano niya. Ganito din yung application. Okay? Paano siya naging ganito? Okay? Next one. If we're gonna use FOIL, x plus y times x plus y, FOIL method, first, outer, inner, and then last, or FOIL. Okay? Multiply natin siya, multiply natin yan. So, x and x, that is x squared. X and the y, we have xy. And then ito naman sa loob, y times x, that is again xy, or yx, or xy, we just make it the same. And then y times y, I'm sorry, this one, y times y, that is y squared. Now, the same siya. So, we have x squared plus the same xy, this is 1 and 3. They're just the same. If you are going to expand this in the FOIL method, okay? Now, but there is a shorter way. There is a shorter way. Okay, how? First, square mo siya. Okay? Yung first is square mo, then copy the sign, and then you always have to put 2. Okay? Put 2, and then multiply the 2, which is x times y, which is x. Square the last. Again, x square the first. Okay, our first here is x. Square it. Copy the sign. Multiply the 2. You always have to put 2 and then multiply the 2. Okay, xy. And then square the last. That's it. Okay? Let's say a plus 5. Okay, a plus 5 square. How much is that? Again, multiply the I. Square the first. We have a squared. Copy the sign. You put 2 times, multiply then, that is 5 times a, okay? Plus, square the last, which is 25. Are we done? Not yet. Because this one, we still have to multiply that. We say that a squared plus 2 times 5a, that is 10a, plus 25. This is now the expanded form of that. You don't need to spend time in solving, what's this? In solving this or expanding this using the FOIL method because this one is more effective. Okay? Effective in saving time when you're going to meet this kind of problems. Okay? Next one. Shall we say 3x plus 4. Okay? 3x plus 4 squared. Okay, first. Square the first. Yung first natin dito, isang variable lang siya, pero dito may dalawang ano na siya. May isang constant, isang variable. So, anong gagawin natin? Take it as a whole or one thing. Okay? So, this one is the first and the second. So, first square the first. 3x, you square that. Okay? And then copy the sign. You put 2. Multiply them. 4 times 3x, that is 12x. Right? 4 times 3 is 12 and then x. And then square the last. 4 times 4, that is 16. Okay? Now, are we done? No, not yet. Because we still have to do this one. We have 3 squared is 9 and then x squared. Plus 12 times 2, that is 24. Copy x. Plus 16. That's it. This is the expanded form of this. Okay? Okay? So, ganun lang po siya. Now, what if you're given with this one and then you're going to work out with the factored form? Okay? So, ayun siya. Baliktad. We're given with the factored form and then we're gonna expand. This one, we're given with the expanded form and then we're gonna factor it out. Okay? Example. Example. Baliktad na siya. So we say, shall we say x squared plus 2xy plus y squared is equal to x plus y squared. Okay? So, ang gagawin lang natin, factor lang natin yung una, xx, and then factor natin yung last, yy. Okay? Now, and then, we're just going to multiply this one and that one. So, x times y, that we have xy. And then, x times y, that is also xy. And then, sum niyan, or I add This is 1 and 1, so we have 2xy. Now, if the answer is equal or the same as the middle term, that means our factor, you just add them. Add that, so we say x plus y times x plus y. Now, as you can see, they're just the same. You can express that in exponential form, x plus y squared, which is just the same here. Okay? Example. 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 Okay. Shall we say x squared plus okay, now in this case we just have to think of factors of 16, okay? That if we're going to add, that will give us the middle term, okay? Like factors of 16 is 16 and 1, 16 times 1, 8 times 2, or 4 times 4, right? Now, let's try to add them. 16 plus 1, that is 17, which is wrong because this is not the middle term. 8 plus 2, that is 10, which is also wrong because it's in the not the middle term. 4 plus 4, that is 8, which is also the middle term. So this one will be our factors. Factor of the first, we have x and x. And factor of the second is 4 and 4. Now, what are the signs? We'll just have to make it positive and positive kasi positive naman lahat. Or positive 16, the factors are positive and positive, okay? Because if 1 is negative, this will not be positive 16, okay? As you remember in the multiplying of signed numbers. Okay, so there we go. Now, this one is the middle term. Our factor for this would be x plus 4. Kasi pareho lang silang dalawa, you can just square it. Okay, that's how we do it. Now, another example. Another example. X squared plus 10x plus 25. Okay? There you go. Next, factor the first, x and x. Factor the last, we can have like 25 and 1, and then 5 and 5, right? Okay, so let's add 25 plus 1, that is 26, which is not the middle term, so this is wrong. 5 plus 5, this is 10, which is the middle term, so this is correct. And that is positive 5 and positive 5 kasi positive 25 siya. Positive 5 times positive 5, that's positive 25. Okay, so our factor is x plus 5, or we can just say x plus 5 squared. Okay, so ganun lang po siya. Sorry, excuse me, I'll just drink water.